I knew they were gonna make another video of him. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The rapper going viral for being too fat, Dave Blunts. I knew they're gonna make a video of him.
Rappers endanger their lives in a lot of ways. Some of them are embedded in the streets, while others have crippling addictions to drugs and alcohol, putting them in a constant risk of overdosing. But for Dave Blunts, the situation is a little different. Because even though he claims that he can't put down the cup, that's just one of the dangers that's facing him. While the walk could be a problem, it's his waistline that really has people wondering if there's a way back before it's too late. It's your boy Louaista, and today we're discussing the Dave Blunts controversy. Recently, Iowa-based rapper Dave Blunts has been making moves. Recently, he's appeared on prominent platforms like On The Radar and has steadily dropped 7 projects over the course of the past year. And gradually, his buzz has been building, with fans enjoying his high-pitched delivery and melodic style.
And crazy weird lyrics.
But the attention he was getting back then doesn't compare to the chaos that surrounds him now. Because after he performed his first ever show, people couldn't believe what they were seeing. Immediately, Blunts shocked everyone with the sheer size of him, and the fact that he couldn't even stand up the whole performance.
I remember, that's the first video we saw of him.
And as soon as the footage hit social media, everyone had jokes. One user said the notorious BMI. Others referred to him as the last chairbender and claimed fuck the cup, but he gotta put the plate down. He was even dunked on by fitness influencers like Bradley Martin, who could barely understand how someone of that size exists, even unflatteringly comparing him to a notoriously obese Star Wars character.
Oh my god.
Bro, he gotta go on a diet for real. I didn't know he was that fat. You couldn't even tell he was that fat in the radar thing. This guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, bro. It's kinda, anyways. Alright.
Left alarmed by what they had seen, hip-hop commentators scrambled to give their audiences the scoop on Dave, all the while remaining in disbelief over the situation that he's in at such a young age.
Oh, he's a lean sipper. How much I think he weigh? About like 300? Nah, more than 300. Yeah, probably like about 600 pounds right here. I don't know too much about him in terms of his like come up story. I'm guessing he just got on with that one song. I think once he's gotten past that very small phase of, okay, he's new, he's going to want to make sure his health is good. And if his health is good, now granted, I think people would look at just like his size and be like, yo, bro, we can't lie to you and say this is any type of healthy weight, brother. You look more than morbidly obese, right?
Although it seems like he appeared overnight, the Davenport MC has actually been working towards this for a long time. In a recent interview, he revealed that he's actually been cooking in the studio for 6 years now. Everybody told me I was crazy. You know, I felt like Chicken Little, but now I really feel like Chicken Little because the sky is really falling. You know what I'm saying? After such a long time attempting to reach big audiences, Dave should be ecstatic about the position that he's currently in. But between the public's reaction to him and some persistent health issues, things likely aren't panning out the way that he hoped they would. Because for most people who've recently discovered him, the conversation is less about whether he has the talent to be a future star, but if he's going to live to see the age of 30. As footage of his inaugural live show went wild online, he was unsurprisingly in for a lot of comments about his rotund look. But while Dave must have assumed that the internet would have had a field day with that, one thing that he likely didn't expect was that a hip-hop legend would be taking shots at him. Under a video of Dave performing, Snoop Dogg came out of nowhere to give him some unsolicited advice. Well, put down the chicken wings and the Tata chips, nephew, and that chair gonna break soon. Get to the end of the cup. Clearly, this assessment from Snoop struck a chord with Dave because
here's the thing, honestly. I wonder, the biggest reason why he's popular is he doesn't, like, the music sounds good, I guess, right? Like, it's not my style, but it sounds pretty good. But the biggest reason is because of his weight. So once he loses the weight, his marketing is going to change completely different, right? Because the weight is part of like his image now. So that's why people are listening to him. People look at him. So it's gonna be like a double-edged sword. So if you lose the weight, he could lose his audience. But I don't think so, because he does have potential. If you listen to his music, he actually does have potential, and he does some like crazy shit. But yeah, I mean, I personally believe like that people like saying, like genuinely saying, not actually make fun of him, like making fun of him and stuff, because that most time that doesn't really do anything. But like actually tell him like, bro, you gotta lose the weight if you want to make it in this industry. You want to make it in the world, you gotta lose the weight, bro. Like lose the weight.
because soon he took to Instagram to tell the Dogfather that he didn't deserve that, and to clap back at Snoop for playing a sexual abuser in the hood classic Baby Boy. I'm actually a very good guy. I take care of my family, I put my friends into positions to win, and I'm chasing my dreams every day.
But that's not what people are questioning. That's the problem. Like, he needs to realize that they're not questioning his character. The question is his body. That's it.
Despite his best efforts, Dave couldn't put this behind him or leave it at that. So he took a bold step of dissing Snoop from the stage at Juice WRLD Day.
Yes,
hey, Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting down on this stage? Exactly. Get the off my dick, Snoop Dogg.
Right off the bat, he tried to explain why he'd talk about a
which was really bad, by the way, because this is Juice WRLD, and he died because of drugs, and he's singing about lean, which is one of the worst things they could done. I realized I never turned on my lights. But that's like the weirdest thing ever. Not the worst thing in the world, but like that's just the weirdest thing, having him in the concert for that reason. But also, look what he has. He has an oxygen tank. That's just, yeah.
Legend like that.
And as far as the Snoop Dogg shit, yeah, I mean, that's real. You know, I had got on the first altercation we had, I got on the stage and he said, you know, put down the chips, put down the all that other shit. And I'm just like, my whole thing about that, why I didn't like that, was because that was a very proud moment. You know, that was my first time performing, and I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just performed, achieved my goals, and that was a really proud moment for me. And so for me to get online the next day and to see people shame me for that, I don't necessarily feel like that's cool.
And for his part,
which I do understand that, and I get that, but the thing is, once you're putting yourself in the public, people are gonna make fun of you. People are gonna talk ish about you. People are just not gonna like you for any reason. I learned that by doing a YouTube a lot lately. When I do like these reactions, there are people coming at me sometimes like, "Oh, you do reactions like doing art. That's not really transformative as much," or something like that. Even though I pause it, I give my opinion, my who cares opinion. But again, like I just learned, like, at the end of the day, people are just gonna hate you no matter what. Like, they're just gonna hate you. Like, even when I do a regular video for my main channel, when I do like an art topic or my artwork and stuff like that, people are always gonna judge it. People are just gonna dislike it because the way I sound, my voice, the way I look, my Pikachu hat, anything could trigger someone for disliking you at any time, at any point in online, especially if they're having a bad day or something like that. It just could just happen out of nowhere. That's one thing you need to learn too. Like, it's just gonna happen. It sucks, but it's gonna happen.
Snoop actually laughed it off.
That was funny. Go ahead, little homie. I mean, big homie. Do your thing, cuz.
Little homie, big homie.
I apologize to this nigga. He's still going off on me, cuz. I must be getting old.
But when you realize that Dave wasn't just sitting down again during this performance, but was literally hooked up to an oxygen tank while doing it, it's no wonder why the internet completely backed Snoop and agreed that he had a valid point.
Because like y'all might not notice this, like he couldn't even hold his breath up long enough to sing his own song. Then like this girl came on whenever she realized that. You know, Snoop Dogg wants to call him a fat ass. Snoop Dogg's right. Snoop Dogg at the end of the day, he's like 50, 60 years old, still going around doing shit all the time. This dude's never gonna be 50, 60 years old. He's losing fucking weight. He couldn't even sing his song, even sitting down. Okay, he's 23 years old.
In the process, he even woke up catching strays from comedian Godfrey, who had Snoop's back.
This is not me putting him down, but I think Snoop Dogg was actually giving a f. Snoop's gonna say it his way. What did you want Snoop to go, hey, sweetheart, you gotta just... No, it's Snoop, man. Snoop put some laughing emojis there. Actually, he's paying attention to you. He's trying to help you out. That's the way he's trying to help you out. It's this woke society now, this so-called fat shaming that is keeping people in bad health.
Oh, you know what? Also, now that he's making money, hopefully, like, he's making all the money about his shows at the end of the day, he could hire a chef, a cooking, where he could get his meals prepped, ready to go. No more lean, which is gonna be very hard to take away from him, by the way. But yeah, no more lean, because that is a lot of calories. Or I forgot what it was exactly, but it fattens you out. I forgot why exactly. But also no more sugar drinks, no more fatty foods. Slowly taking those out. Like, you can't just take it out, obviously, 100% right away. You gotta take it slowly sometimes. And he could easily do that now. If he has money now, the first thing he should invest in is in his health, which should be a chef first, food. But I think food is what's the biggest contractor compared to, like, you can't really exercise right now. So you might as well try to focus on the food and take that out. But yeah.
I mean, I'm afraid for the guy. Let's keep it 100. You're on stage with an oxygen tank, sir. When you say get off your dick, let's be honest. Can you find it?
At the moment, it seems like all of the press he's been getting is a double-edged sword. Because while he's reaching new milestones in his career, there's also a whole subreddit dedicated to mocking him rather than being made out of genuine fandom. Is there a human being long enough to make it through Dave's ass cheek tunnel? Besides that, Dave also can't do an interview without his weight coming up as one of the main topics.
I'm like, yo, this dude's voice is angelic, it's crisp, it sounds 300 pounds lighter.
Right.
I didn't know it was you.
What do you mean 300 pounds light? How do you sound skinny?
Well, you just sound angelic. You just sound like...
I'm trying to see if I should be offended by that or not.
Technically, you shouldn't, I don't think, because that just means that you're able to sound so much better than you look.
Yeah.
You know?
Type shit.
Despite the fact that he has 7 albums out and a viral hit with his track The Cup, alongside other notable tracks, music is generally not the first, second, or third thing that anyone wants to ask him about. Because across the board, they are more interested in his condition than anything else.
In one of your songs, you said every time you fly, you have to buy 2 seats.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's real. Yeah, that's real. I gotta take 2 seats. That shit is.
I was wondering, like, where do you shop at to get your clothes and shit?
Mainly like places online is where I get my clothes. Hell yeah.
You got like a plug and shit that lace you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I see you always got the black and gray sweatsuit on.
Yeah, man.
Kind of became like your image.
I mean, this is the only clothes that I really have.
And even when he's not on these platforms to defend himself, it's evident that they don't take him completely seriously.
Bro, you can't. You're gonna die, dude. Like, whoa.
Damn. Saying stuff. Ho. That's a mystery? That's a hot tank?
It's not a mystery.
He's got an oxygen tank. First of all, live oxygen around fire is not a good idea. In a club where people are smoking, there's a reason why they don't let you bring those shits around. In that form, the shit's flammable.
Not to cast judgment, I just hope that, your career's doing better now. I would hope that you are on some sort of plan to do something about that.
That's
and
exactly what I said. Now he has money up, he can do it now. You go for it.
Who's around him? Who's enabling him?
Who's around him?
Right.
I'll tell you one thing.
But can you even stop him? It's his money. It's his life. You really can't. You can't stop.
You gotta have somebody around you.
Nah, somebody.
Bro, you can be around anybody with any kind of bad habit and tell them all the best things in the world. They're not obligated to listen to you. They don't have to care what you think. And if it's their money they're spending, they'll tell you to mind your business, get off my dick, etc., etc. Like you get tired of tossing out advice to somebody who just doesn't want to listen.
Considering how long he's been aspiring to do this, it's obvious that music matters immensely to Dave. He's even described it as a toxic relationship and said that only his mom prevented him from giving up when he was ready to abandon his goals.
I threw the equipment in the garbage. Like she dug it out of the garbage, put it on my bed, and she was like, don't give up on your dreams, some shit like that. And yeah, bro, like shit, after that, I had to keep going.
Yeah. So did you wanted to quit back then? Like, what was
I've been making music since like 2018. I've quit and came back to that shit so many times. It's like I had like an abusive relationship with music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, she stopped him from making music, but she probably didn't intend that he'd be treated as a sideshow attraction by some. However, she likely takes pride in how he's being supported by others. Alongside the love of a whole lot of fans, he's had cosigns from Lil Yachty, and apparently, there's even talk of them working together.
First thing Lil Yachty told me, just normal nigga shit, him telling me to get a trainer, me telling him, get some new nail polish. We spoke on the phone, and the first thing he told me is like, your music is really good. It's like, it's different, I knew Juice WRLD, it reminds me of him, and we're gonna do an album together, so you just have to keep grinding, and I can't wait to work on that album. And I said, yeah, me either.
Likewise, SZA has shown love to him on social media.
There's been a lot of big artists that have reached out and shit, like just the other day, SZA liked my shit.
Yo,
fucking SZA.
SZA?
Hell yeah, SZA.
You did that video with Nirvana, and she liked that video.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, dude, that is huge.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How did you think that even reached her? Because she doesn't follow Nirvana.
I don't fucking know, man. People be saying I have a mythical For You page pull and shit. I don't know.
Probably.
That could be what it is, man. But
bro, I need to see you flick up with SZA. Like that would be amazing.
That would be fire.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
But amid all of this progress that he's making, the big problem is that the attention he gets from his weight comes with a higher price than just a few jokes. In recent months, Dave has been making repeated visits to the hospital, even trying to record from there to ensure that his momentum doesn't slow down too much.
Also, I believe I saw a photo. I'm not gonna share this on stream on the video. I saw a photo of him celebrating 1 million views on his Cup song, and he was on a hospital bed with a big ass fucking cake. I'm just like, bro, really?
Much. As he recently revealed, his health problems date back to his high school days, as he's always been on the bigger side.
Why were you in the hospital?
I had like severe asthma. I think I was at school and I passed out and they couldn't wake me up, and I ended up having like pneumonia, some shit like that.
But as the strain of carrying that kind of excess weight continued to spiral out of control, he has already suffered life-threatening issues. And at the age of 23, Dave has already come back from the brink of heart failure.
Yeah, I made that song while I was in the hospital. So I was actually in my hospital bed. My mom brought my studio equipment to the hospital, and shit, I was cooking up while I was in there, learned how to walk again and shit like that. Had a catheter in, all that shit. So
why were you in the hospital?
Heart failure.
Damn.
And if that wasn't a wake-up call, who knows what is? Over time, Dave has spent so much time in medical centers that even his dreams of being with one of his homegirls were crushed there.
Well, the first hospital room story that comes to my mind is, my friend Solar, I poured my heart out to her, and, she didn't feel the same way. Really hurt me down deep to the core. And it took a lot of time to get over it, but I think I'm finally over it now. I'm ready to get back in the field.
But alongside making music while he's there, Blunt suggests that he also tries to make the best out of a bad situation.
I either posted that, but I took that picture because I was trying to send it to a girl to get some sympathy. Another sympathy picture. I had my grandma take that one for me. She came to visit me and I was like, I need to get these pictures from a different angle to really capture the essence, to get more sympathy.
As much as he's tried to be comical about it, it's clear that he is incapable of grinding.
Yeah. Oh man. He needs to lose the weight. Like he wants to live for a long time. Dude. Like he does have music, like good music for like the crowd. He has a potential, like keep saying, but yeah, trying to get sympathy with the hospital photos. Like to a certain point, I don't know. Like again, I don't know. It's like his life, guys. But to a certain point, man, it's gonna be like, do I feel really bad at this point? Because you're doing it to yourself, right? Especially him drinking the stuff, lean and all that. It's like you're doing all this to yourself. Like you need to stop. Like at one point, you gotta say you need to stop, or else, like, hey man, whatever happens to you, it is on you at this point. If it's health things, like health issue stuff. It sounds heartless, but it's like at one point, it's like they say, if you're trying to help someone and they don't want your help, or they don't want it at all, then it is what it is.
To the degree that he'd like, because of all these issues stemming from his health. But that isn't because he's happy with it or trying to be some tale of body positivity. In fact, Dave has publicly stated that he wants to change, although he is under no illusion that the problem doesn't lie with him.
Is that something that you struggle with, or do you just love yourself and you're like, F it, this is who I
am? Yeah, I'd say it's something that I struggle with, yeah. But I'm working on it, you know what I'm saying? I plan, hopefully after this album drops, I can sign a deal and, then I'll have the money to, get a personal trainer, you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Do you like overeat, or do you have more like a glandular thing going on?
Well, it's not a glandular thing. I don't know what that is. But.
Well, it's like people it's either like you're kind of doing it to yourself, or like some people have kind of like a health condition.
I'd say it's definitely me doing it to myself, yeah.
At the moment, Dave's health is far from ideal. But while it is the most pressing issue he needs to address, it's certainly not the only one. Because alongside his weight posing issues for both his well-being and ability to be taken seriously, another problem for Dave is that there are some people who feel his entire image is fake. Since he came out the gate, Dave Blunt has been sharing wild stories about his life. For starters, he claimed he was trapping back in high school.
First memory from high school, probably selling Xans in the bathroom. It was a good time in life. Really, when I think back to like good times in life, I think back to that time of selling Xans in the bathroom at school.
But he wasn't just selling narcotics. Just as the song says, he says that his claims that he can't relinquish lean is based on his own real addiction to the purple drink.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, kids.
Yeah.
See where it leads you. 600 pounds.
Wow.
And not being able to put down the cup.
Oh, so that's a real thing. You can't put down the cup.
Yeah.
Over recent months, Dave has built a lore around his life that has seeped into his music alongside tales of drug use. He also,
which, you know, who's was one of the big ones that I grew up with seeing that stuff was Lil Wayne. That cup thing was like a big thing, dude. He made that shit popular, just like the double cup thing. Yeah, I remember Lil Wayne. I don't think Wiz Khalifa. Did Wiz Khalifa? No, I almost just made Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne always had that white cup.
also frequently raps about an alleged ex-girlfriend from a situationship that he remains hung up on by the name of Madison.
Definitely crying in the kitchen.
Crying in the kitchen for sure, right? That's the one
that shit was about a real situation. That whole album is about a real situation. It's about this girl who had a situation with, her name is Madison. It's like her new guy, his name is Julian. Yeah, man, that whole situation is insane.
Yeah, all right, because Madison name, all right, there's a few people that get name dropped a lot in your song.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his wild lyrics. Whether he's being homophobic,
but I promise I'm not a
or referencing a pro wrestler who murdered his wife and son. But the real danger to Dave's already rocky credibility is that not everyone is happy to take his image at face value, and that's because there's a whole lot of holes in his stories. One prime example came with his alleged girlfriend that appeared alongside him on stage at Rolling Loud. After images surfaced of the two, an apparent DM leaked where the girl in question denied being in a relationship with Dave and couldn't believe anyone actually thought that. But despite her making no further appearances on his Instagram, Dave has continued to act like they're together in his posts and interviews. I had to find out if my bitch out here fucking. She's not. We good, by the way. Then, during a recent call to No Jumper, he doubled down on the relationship being genuine. However, he sounded very nervous about the prospect of her speaking out.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, no, I did not, man. I'm very respectful. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your girl.
Disrespect her. Yeah, man, that's the love of my life, man.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know from the way you phrased the first part. I didn't realize
so you been smacking that.
Right now, anyways.
You been smacking that. Yeah, we definitely gonna interview her. You wanted her to get an interview. She's made it to No Jumper.
But this is only part of the deception that people feel he's carrying out. Because to many people online, his love of lean doesn't come across as authentic, and they even think that he's exposed himself several times. These days, Dave is closely associated with the cough syrup. Apparently, he's even getting free lean because of it.
Since you've gotten big making music, have you noticed that people try to tax you more for lean?
No, the opposite. I go to these studio sessions and they're like, here's a free pint. Just, they giving me free lean. And this shit is unheard of. Nobody, they don't do that.
Yeah, no, I've never heard anyone say that shit.
Like, I'm so serious on my life, on my mom's life, they just give me free lean.
That's fucking lit.
But even though he's always pictured with the cup like an extra large Lil Wayne, and wears custom tracksuits saluting his love of the purple, there is reason to believe he doesn't sip at all. For starters, he has knocked over his cup on podcasts several times and it always appears to be empty.
Don't come around me, stop coming around me and my friends. Like, I don't want you around, you know what I'm saying?
For many, this seemed fairly obvious. This just in, Dave Blunts doesn't drink lean and water is wet. But it appears to be a shock to some, as now, one of his biggest gimmicks is being debunked. Because around the same time that Reddit was waking up to this, he was exposed by No Jumper, who feel that there's just no way he could be sipping and still be surviving.
Is it confirmed that Dave Blunts really sips lean? I'm not saying that comically, like.
No, Mike.
Yeah.
He don't sip lean.
No, and he's honest about it because when we did the interview with him, no, it's the big empty cup all the time. There's nothing in the cup.
I seen something in the cup before, and it was purple.
When he did the interview, there's nothing in the cup.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him with anything in the cup, and he's not even. He knocked his cup over like 8 times throughout the course of the fucking interview, and it's like he's not even really like honestly. So the way his body is shaped, he cannot drink lean. Let's be real. He's going to die.
All right, so
to make matters worse, his love of lean has led the Iowa rapper to be accused of jacking a style. In recent months, Dave has refused frequent comparisons to Big Mo, another heavyset rapper with a similar image, who was also known for his love affair with lean. Despite the obvious similarities, Dave has insisted that he doesn't know who one of the leading lights of the iconic Screwed Up clique is. But Houston legend Paul Wall isn't buying it, and says that he has to pay homage if he ever wants to be respected in H-Town.
You know, I mean, somebody coming from Houston, from Texas, it's you know, we see his whole style.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, Paul Wall can actually relate to him because I remember Paul Wall. I believe he was heavy set too, right? Like he was very like overweight. at one point, so he lost a lot of weight, like a lot of weight. So he could relate to him on that part, but uh, I would not be surprised if he's playing a character. I mean, I I'm very shocked about that. If I'm being honest, because it reminds me of Rick Ross, right? He played like the character of Ricky Ross and like the dealer, the drug dealer, and so I'm not surprised because rappers do play characters of who they are, like beyond like Lil Jon, right? Like he plays the character when he was a rapper or like the making music and all that, and um and that's like and that's what I guess what his direction, his marketing strategy is, and which clearly it works, but it could backfire now if it turns out that he's lying. Which, and the weird thing is, like, I hope he is lying because that means he's not killing himself fully with the lean and all that. He has bigger chance to survive. You know what I mean? Because we have seen big weight people, big fat people losing a lot of weight and living good now. Um, so yeah, I mean, hopefully that's true. I'm just saying, like, hey man, like, and also, but then again, it's like, bro, you're promoting something you should not be promoting. You know how many you know how many kids got influenced by like people drinking lean and just trying it out? Even I tried it out when I was younger with friends. It wasn't like the crazy shit, but like we tried it out with the cough syrup. And I believe it was like Jolly Ranchers or something. Anyways, but I'm just saying, like, that influences a lot of people to try it out or what it is or whatever. It's like I do not recommend it, obviously. And it's just like, bro, if you're not drinking yourself or you're promoting that shit, that's fucking grime. That's messed up.
Which it looks like a junior Big Mo. Who Big Mo is from the Screwed Up Clique. He was also large like that, had very similar hairstyle. Used to always wear the velour stuff, velour suits. He had, his whole stuff was purple stuff. He had a song called Purple Stuff, album called Purple Stuff. So when I see Dave Blunt's rocking the purple stuff, rocking the velour suits, we see somebody who, might have been influenced from Big Mo, but then he came out saying he never even heard of Big Mo. So us from Houston, we're like, well, how you don't never heard of him, but you got your whole style, sound, and look and everything like him. So I'm a little torn on how I feel about his style, but definitely when it comes to his health,
Because I guess he's like, oh, I'm not trying to. He's probably denied because I don't want to be compared to anybody. That kind of
want to encourage him.
With so many question marks over what's real and what's fake, the effect of all this is that the general public just aren't buying it. After watching the interview, dude's whole life story is damn near a lie. Wherever you stand on Dave Blunt's, he is currently at the peak of his relevance to date. And clearly, many of those in the game think there's something special about him. For that reason, his current condition has sparked concern in fellow artists including G-Eazy, Sway Lee, and Jaleel, a rapper with the exact opposite build of Blunt's, who offered his assistance. Please gang, we need you here. Anything I can do to help, let me know. Stay healthy, stay creative, block out the negative. Even some of those who have had to stand idly by as a young rapper destroyed themselves with their vices have tried to get through to him. After he performed at Juice WRLD Day, Lil Bibby let it known that he was rooting for him to put down the cup. Despite the fact that he might be confined to a hospital bed right now, Dave still has big plans for 2025. As long as I don't get by a label and they only let me release one album a year and shit, I plan on releasing 3 more albums this year. It's gonna continue that theme. The idea of me having a conversation with one of my haters. I plan on releasing a bunch more music. And I'm able to do that because my music is a direct reflection of what's going on with my life at the moment.
I want to release 3 albums this year. Oh yeah, you're gonna go in. Oh, that guy actually backfired. How you doing, Curb? How's the art? Oh, it's going well. What do you think of the character? Yeah, I'm actually I'm doing this because I recently opened my commissions on my website. Watch, I'm on that. And so I want to add more examples of like half body, kind of like this kind of style of artwork for my commissions, and then and so we're gonna do more characters for my first arc, my story my think of, which is gonna be like Aztecs and dinosaurs. So we're gonna do a Truby version, a Aztec warrior, and then we're also gonna add other characters based on the first arc, and he's gonna be a part of it too as well. So I'm just doing like these designs right now for kind of promotional for my comic right now. So here's Think Up. I got 2 versions of him right now. I got this one, and I also got this one as well right here. So, and then we got this one. So we're just working on some stuff, working on promotion right now. But hey, thank you so much for the stuff. How you doing, dude? Right now we're watching a rapper going viral for being too fat, Dave Blunt. Let me know if you saw about him. And let me know what you want in the snow day. If you guys don't know, guys, if you guys subscribe today, resub or donate $5 or more to support the stream, you get added into Snow Day. So this right here, I'm gonna reamp it and like really start adding more stuff to the designs. But yeah, we're gonna end this around next month, around the mid of the January, and we're gonna finish it up. We've been doing this for every single month lately. Last one was treating, and this one is Snow Day. We are gonna add a snowman demon, which I have not added yet. Just like the new one that we got. But yeah, Kurt, let me know what you want in the Snow Day, and I will add it. So you pretty much could like request anything you want. It could be like, oh, you want a robotic snow character written by like a cat or a penguin, because that's like the adventure series and all that. Or you want like a I don't know, a UFO made of snow, dragon snow or something like that, you know. But or I could just put freestyle. But thank you so much for the resub. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, the art's been good, man. The art's been really good. Been having a lot of fun. We're starting a brand new stream schedule where I stream around 11 a.m., 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. 4 or 5 hours to streams, and then I go to work at 5, and then I come back and stream again around 9 or 10 to play some video games. It's a new thing. We're trying it out this weekend. I feel like that'd be really good. The reason why is because instead of making it like super long stream, I'll just cut the streams in half, and so I don't sleep super late no more. Wake up early, have some good breakfast, and have like feel better. Honestly, I feel a lot better if I'm being honest. The way me be doing this week alone. And so yeah, just having fun, chilling, watching stuff, and continue doing some art. But welcome.
I'm just a regular, and that's how it's gonna stay. But the issues Dave faces are twofold. As aside from the obvious issues of ensuring he's healthy enough to actually carry out his dreams, he needs to strike while he has the world's attention too. Because unfortunately, his size isn't going to be enough to keep people's attention if they don't take the time to actually listen to his music. And as of right now, his vitality is tied to his weight, and it's working to the point that it's expanding beyond hip hop.
This all kind of seems like it's intended to go viral. Like he's on stage with the fucking oxygen tank. That doesn't seem like it's like an accidental thing that he's out there looking like that. So I feel like this has got to be at least partially a play, but it's like it's working unbelievably well because I'm even seeing like right-wing commentators. I swear I just saw like Matt Walsh of What Is a Woman, of like, you know, the Daily Wire, basically like attacking him for not even attacking him, but just acknowledging like this is not healthy, this is insane, this is out of control.
To keep the world locked in, he has to urgently readdress that balance, because it's gonna take a lot more than being viewed as a meme for him to have the career that he wants. But unfortunately, he's still trying to combat that at the moment.
Yes, I am on oxygen currently. As you guys seen, I was in the hospital a few days before my Juice WRLD show, and they said, you're gonna need to be on oxygen and you're gonna have to stay in the hospital. And I said, no, there's no way I'm missing this. Is there any way that I can do the show? And they said, well, if you take oxygen with you, we can okay you to leave the hospital.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, like, bro, I'm not gonna stop nothing from achieving my dreams and achieving my goals. You know what I'm saying?
Above all, success is one thing, but your life is invaluable. And to be able to live any quality of life, Dave needs to take action before it's too late, as you've got some people giving him 2 years tops if he doesn't. And hopefully, with the support of so many renowned figures in hip hop, he can pull off the transformation that he so badly needs. It's your boy Louaista, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, man. Hopefully Dave Blunt's gets his life together. Like, just literally it's health-wise. Because he has a lot of potential. I guess him being overweight, people saw that potential, which is weird me saying that. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to like make fun of him or anything like that. Again, I don't know what he got through to become this big or something like that. But hopefully, now that he has money or gets money with the label and all that, hopefully they could invest on him losing weight at the end of the day. That's just sad hope that they help get what they need. With the waistline comes no responsibility. You can't find it. Had me okay. The clip with Asmongold is actually insane. A man child that lives in a roach. Oh my god, bro. Asmongold has so many haters, man. It's insane, dude. He no longer lives like that. He actually cleaned his house recently, so he has high blood pressure from all the shit he eats. He has no way to talk about another dude's health. He's not wrong, but I mean, like two things could be true, right? I mean, like because Asmongold does have health problems that we know. I mean, I don't know if he has any more now, but because he drinks a lot of like sugar drinks, like soda and all that. Like all I have right now is my water, for the past 2 days, and I have my mineral water that I drink, and then I drink this right here is my sugary drink, uh, Krantz mango nectar, from concentrate, made with cane sugar. Cane sugar is actually better sugar than anything else, but it's still a lot of sugar. 160 calories, and it's about 40 grams of sugar. So this is my sugar for the day. I can no longer eat sugar or drink sugar or whatever sugar. So I'm only drinking water for the rest of the day and my mineral water, and that's it. Because I can't overdo it. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah. I mean, like yeah. I don't know. Anyways, praying for the dude. Purple stuff. Pro literally looks like he ate the. Okay. I can't put down the cup. We'll see. Hopefully he gets better. Hopefully, like he does take his own advice of like he is gonna get someone to like help with his health and all that. Because again, even I'm struggling with my health, right? Like, well, not my health, my weight, pretty much.